Okay. So, all right. So we are recording now. So let's make a formal introduction for our listener. Good afternoon, Marte. My name is Claudio. I'm calling you from Washington, D.C., from the studios in Fairfax City. We are very humble and grateful that Marte Eberson accepted our invitation to our show. Marte, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
No problem. So tell me, so with everything that is going on in the world with the pandemic, musician unable to tour and make money, and some people here in the United States, there's vaccine available for everybody. Some people don't want to choose not to take it. And how's the situation in your country? How is this affecting your
Um,
life, your creativity, all that kind of stuff?
yes, it has been affecting my creativity, especially in the beginning. Like it was in the beginning, I felt kind of hopeless. I didn't know what to do with my life, to be honest. And I also felt that my way of living perhaps wasn't the best idea. I thought that maybe I should do something else, that I should be maybe a nurse or something, that I actually could help the people that needed help right now. And I was talking to my mom and dad about this, and then my dad said, but maybe we should just go in the studio and try to see what we will make if we record something now.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit skeptical because I didn't feel so I wasn't that inspired at the time. But we tried our best, and suddenly something happened. Suddenly something was fun, and I felt that I was myself again. So we just started to record a kind of a jazz rock album. And yes, suddenly the creativity was there again. And I can't explain how it happened, but it happened. So we just recorded an album the last year.
With your dad, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with my dad.
Is that the first one you have done together with him, or so?
No, we had recorded one album before, but that was more like maybe, I don't know what to call it, jazz pop-ish, and I was singing on that album. And this album is just instrumental. We have a really great drummer who is called Aksel Skalstad. He's like amazing, and you have to watch him. He's has some very good skills. And a very good bass player who is called Jo Berge. So the four of us was recording an album that is only instrumental, and I don't sing on that album.
Gotcha. And then so you went back. You have your doubts, and you went back, and now that was, well, we've been with the COVID for what, March, so 12, 14 months now, and so I'm glad that you stick with it. You know,
Yes.
that you didn't go to nursing school. It's
no, I'm glad for that as well. And suddenly I felt that I had a purpose in life, and that was making music, and perhaps that can help someone. During the pandemic, maybe someone will feel better if they listen to my music.
well,
That would be a dream.
That's what, like I said before, for me, that's what music does. It's hard to explain it. When I put my headphone, I listen to stuff. It's something happened, something magical happened inside me. I couldn't live without music, right? So I will never. I don't have any instrument to learn how to play or read music, but I enjoy them much, and and it doesn't have to be in English or in Spanish, which is my primary language. For example, for Ingrid Olava, right? I was listening to some of her songs in Korean, and I don't understand any single word. I look it up, the translation, but it's unbelievable.
Yes, I had the same with especially Italian music, and also some music from the Middle East.
Yeah,
that I just like the sound of it, and how it makes me feel, even though I don't know what they are singing about. It's just
gotcha.
mood that I really like.
Yeah. And all right, so I know you were born in a kind of sort of musical family. Your dad is well known guy. And when do you begin, starting playing piano at the time?
I started to play piano when I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
I got it to my birthday, so I was very lucky. My parents, they were very nice that they just bought me a piano, and then I just started to play, and suddenly I'm here. It's very strange because I don't remember making a choice to be a musician. It just happened. And I remember when I was a teenager that sometimes I didn't like to rehearse that much, and I still don't like to rehearse that much. But then I thought that maybe I should quit playing, but I didn't quit playing. So everything is just, it started when I was 6 years old, and I'd never quit.
And then you began taking at the time like private lesson. Was your mom a musician or no?
No, my mom was a journalist.
Yeah.
So she didn't know anything about. She knew about music, of course, but she couldn't teach me anything. So I went to a very nice teacher, had some private lessons, and then I started at high school. It was a music high school, and then I started at folk college, and then I started to study jazz piano. I took actually a bachelor degree in jazz piano. So I had a lot of education.
You tell me, I have a lot of stuff too. More than most people, but yeah. So I told you before that I was born in Chile, and my dad did have a lot of music, and I say a lot, floors and floors and floors. So I began listening to music when I was a baby. My dad told me that when they brought me back to the hospital, they put some old jazz stuff, Louis Armstrong stuff that maybe your dad may know. And I, when I was 14, I bought my first vinyl record. It was a Jean-Luc Ponty album, and at the time I discovered, I like jazz and I like rock, and then I discovered Pat Metheny Band, Pat Metheny Group, and the rest is history, and so many great. So I'm very grateful that I've been able to do in my life what I wanted. Some people don't have the chance. Some people need to struggle. In my case, I have had many good opportunities. So to study here in the United States, to do well in my life. I have another job, and I have another investment company, and I don't make any money on the radios. I never charge anything. I'm very grateful that I've been able to listen to music, buy a lot of music, talk to great musicians like yourself, and I'm very happy. So, I need to help people out. I need to do something good in the world, because I've been very lucky.
Nice.
And
I'm also very grateful that I can do what I do. I'm really grateful for that. I have an apartment, and I have a bed, and I have food, and I can have all that and just play the music that I want to play. Absolutely. And I think that's a luxury. I think that's amazing.
Absolutely.
To be honest, I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, some people don't have the opportunity. So then you begin. So you have your private lesson. You play through high school, and then you went to a music. You got your bachelor degree in music and jazz. When did you begin? I mean, you knew you were up and coming musician, but and playing piano. But when you felt that you wanted to sing too and write music, and it was difficult. Yeah, to sing and.
Yes, it was actually when I went to high school. I had a really nice. You have to have like your main instrument, and you have to have B instrument. So I had vocal as my second instrument, and I had a really nice teacher, and he said that I had something going on with my voice, and I just had to practice. And he gave me some, vocal rehearsal stuff. and he asked me to join the choir in our school, and it was a choir with only the vocalists. So he was kind of giving me a hard job, but I tried it and I really liked it. So then I sang a little bit, but when I was studying jazz piano, I didn't have time to practice my singing. That was too much at the time. But then when I started to play in Highasakite, I was doing so much backing vocals. So I had to like begin training my vocals again, because my voice got so tired after, flying from this city into this city and screaming almost like really singing out loud every night. So I had to train my vocals again, and that was fun to start with again.
It was difficult for you to, at the beginning, sing in front of public?
Yes, I think it was very difficult because especially with the band I had with my father, because I had to be like the band leader and also playing the piano and also singing and also talking between the songs. So I felt that it was just too much to handle in the beginning. And it wasn't something that I have done for in many years. So I had to I just had to get used to it again. And, we can play like 100 concerts and still there will always be something that you can do better. So I just have to rehearse it a lot and do it over and over and over again.
I got you. Do you remember the first band that you participated in when you were was in high school or more in college?
No, it was after high school. I thought it was kind of scary to play in a band when I was young. I don't know. I guess I didn't think that I was good enough, and also I thought it was the communication was difficult when you were playing in a band. So I started to play in a band when I was studying in Bergen, and then that was a band called Machine Birds, and it wasn't actually a band, or it was a band, but it was only me and a vocalist. But I was the band, so I was having these loop stations and bass synth and lots of keys. So that was my first band, and I really like that music. It's called Machine Birds, the band. It's on Spotify and other places. And that was that was my first band. It was I learned a lot in that period in my life.
And you guys did any shows or was?
Yes, we played a lot. We played many shows.
Wow.
Yes, it went very well actually. We were playing, having some songs on the radio, and yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you? You were like 20, 22.
Yeah, so it was some 22 or something, 21, 20 perhaps.
Yeah. Were you making a little bit of money, right? Every night, or?
Yes, we did earn some money. Absolutely.
What your dad was your dad very happy for you that you decided to stay with music and make a living out of music?
Yeah, I don't know if he's happy about it. I actually don't know. I haven't asked him.
I think I should ask him.
Yes, I guess he's think that it's okay. But we never talked about it in that way. I never asked him about that, or never asked him if he's proud of me or anything. It's just like, this is what we do, so we don't talk about it in that way, if you understand.
Yeah, but it's important, of course. See, I don't want to ask personal questions, but I think maybe it's important, to, of course, a dad would be proud of their kids, right? It so happened that you were born in a musical family, so maybe there were expectations, and you have done well. I mean, you have done well as a human being, right? As a person, right? You have done well as a musician, whatever happened with Highasakite, and I don't care what happened or the fight or whatever, that is one of the best band in the world. Like somebody tell me, well, I was a member of, I played with, I don't know, Pink Floyd for 4 years. That's unbelievable. I mean, Pink Floyd, one of the best world. So you cannot be bad, right? You cannot be a bad musician to be in a band. You with Highasakite, you were in, 2 albums with Silent Treatment and Camp Echo,
Mm.
where guys touring like 100 gigs a year, thousands of millions of hits in YouTube and in Spotify. So that's remarkable, man.
Yes, it's very cool, but that's not why I'm playing music. It's very cool that you have a lot of views on YouTube and Spotify stuff, but that's not what I'm aiming for when I'm playing music. So I felt that was just a really nice bonus, and there are so many other great musicians that doesn't make it in that way, and they are still some of the greatest musicians I know. So I know it kind of sounds silly, but it's not that important to me, to be honest. I think
What is
it's
important?
great, but
What is important to you? Why music is important to you? And if you take the money out of consideration,
the most important thing to me is to be creative and try to make something that makes sense for me. And if it's if people get moved by my music, I'm very happy for that. That's the most important thing.
Well, that's a very good answer. Have you ever gotten emotional playing, that you're singing or you're playing and memories come to your mind and you say
No, not like that. But I have been emotional when I've been playing with my father.
Yeah.
If he plays very well, or I see that he has a very good time, I can be emotional because then I'm so happy for him. And I think that's very nice and kind of strange at the same time, because I'm just so happy for him that he has a very, very good time, because he's getting old and he has been practicing so much in his life, and he still practice every day. And I know that he just loves to play, and he would love to play gigs every night, but his health is not the best. So when he's out there and he's playing, I'm really, really happy.
That's great, man. Wow. What an answer, man. Yeah. All right. So eventually, how you ended up joining Highasakite? What?
It was very normal. Ingrid just called me and said that we have recorded an album now with Trond and Øystein, and of course Ingrid. And she asked me if I would join them and play live the gigs that they had that summer. And I said, yes, of course, I will. We knew each other from before.
You knew Ingrid, or you did?
Yes, Ingrid. We went to the same folk college.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
So we knew each other very well, very well. And yes, I just started to play, and she said, well, do you want to join the band? Yes, of course, I want to join the band. I really like the music. And then we asked Christopher if he wanted to join the band, because he was friends with Trond, and he joined the band. And yes, we were just a couple of friends hanging out and playing.
Wow. You ever when you got the call from Ingrid that you didn't, well, you were in the same musical school, so she knew you as a pianist, but when you joined the band, do you ever thought that it will become one of the best bands in the world? Or?
No, no, not at all. I thought that we were kind of we were 5 almost students, jazz students that were kind of geeky and nerdy people. So I felt that no, I didn't think so. I thought this was just going to be like playing some gigs, and well, we'll see what happens. But it took off.
Yeah, wow, man! I can't believe that that starting, like at the college dormitory, right, where young kids may meet and they form a company or they form a band, and some of them will make it, some of them will not make it, but the attempt is always important, and the music was great. I mean, the music. So I'm very, like I told you before, I'm very happy and humble and grateful to the Highasakite tour manager, and to be in touch with great people. And Glenn is a very nice person. And so I never met him. I always email, and he has helped me out. So I'm very grateful with people, man. So, and then so you were with Highasakite for kind of 4 or 5 years, right? Correct, right?
Yes,
Right.
I think so. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I guess it's like 4 or 5 years. But
Yeah,
I have
and-
to say that every one of the members have always have a lot of ambitions. So I'm not surprised that the band did so well, But I didn't think that at the time, and when I started playing in the band, I didn't know that we were going to be that big. But I'm not surprised, because the 5 of us are like very ambitious.
Yeah.
If you understand.
Yeah, I do. Of course, I do.
Yeah.
And who was also it's difficult for me to pronounce. Oystein.
Mm.
Oystein. He was the fifth member, right? Yeah.
He was
No,
he was from the beginning.
Yeah, I got you.
Christopher was the 5th member.
Christopher was the beginning. I got you. And man, unbelievable. Very, very good music, man. And then so you guys. You participated in Silent Treatment, and then come Echo, right? You didn't participate in All the Float Will Rain, right?
No, I didn't do
No.
that. I stand it.
Yeah, and then man, these 2 albums did very well.
Yes, they were very nice. I liked them as well. To be honest.
You guys receive a lot of awards in your country, in Sweden, but no, in Norway, but all over the world. How many gigs were doing a year? You remember?
I don't know. This is also a thing that I don't care that much about, but Christopher in the band, he was counting everything. So he could tell me, like, do you really know how many gigs you have been playing? And no, I didn't know. And he told me he had like a lot of numbers on his mind, and I don't remember any of the numbers. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot, probably 50 or something like that. And then in general terms, when you join a band, sometimes there are different ideas, different kind of music, the band leaders, Ingrid and Jon want to take the band in a different direction, or they're fine, whatever it happens to be. And so it was you guys playing together for that many years. You reach a point where, I want to go on my own, things are not going to work out or whatever. And then that's what happened, term with Highasakite. You end up leaving, and some people end up leaving. And
yes, the situation is quite complicated, so it's not so easy to explain. I don't think it's so easy to explain it in Norwegian, and then it's harder in English. So, but it happened, and now we're not playing together anymore. Yeah. And when I look back at it, I think it's great that we lasted that long as we did, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's always conflict, it's like a marriage or a boyfriend, girlfriend. Sometimes, I don't know, things do not work out,
Yes. Maybe, we wanted some different stuff, and everyone had opinions all the time about everything. And that's difficult when you are 5 persons. It's difficult when you are 2, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And if you have 5, it's very, very difficult.
That's crazy. But you guys did well. You recorded 2 great albums. You tour all over the world. You make good money, and you make a lot of people happy. So beautiful thing, man.
That's
and
nice.
Then the other question. So I told you before that I was listening to the other band that you have together. I think it's called Love, Love,
Yes.
with Einstein and then Martin. Man, that's very good music, man. I really enjoy that. It's very different, but it's very, very good.
You think it's so different? Perhaps.
Yeah, for me, yeah. Because I listen to, I don't know, I have 5,000 CDs, like 3,000 band on 3 floors, so I listen to a lot. It's different it's different. Your part is not different, but sometimes it's hard for me to say, well, this is not Highasakite. This is not, Eberson Funk Ensemble and so forth. So it takes me a while to adjust to, well, there's only one musician that is here that I like, Marte Eberson, but it's not. It's a different band. It's a different music, So I really like the stuff. It's very, very well done.
Thank you so much. That's very nice to hear.
Very good quality stuff. I would love to. I told you before, we need to organize another interview with the three of you if you guys have time.
Øystein and Martin is two of my best friends. They are very nice people and two of my favorite persons in the world actually.
You guys get along well?
We get along very well.
Yeah, they have fun and everything. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We have a lot of fun and we love to play music together and we love to eat the food and drink wine. We are just good friends. That's
You
nice.
prefer wine than beer?
Yes, I do.
Do you know Chilean wine? Have you tried Chilean wine from Chile?
Yes, I have.
Very good stuff.
There's a lot of good wine from Chile.
Yeah, I like beer.
Okay.
Believe it or not,
I like that as well, but I prefer wine.
I got you.
It depends on the day,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, depends. So I want to bring your attention to a couple of. I was listening in Spotify last night. I want to bring it attention to 3 or 4 songs, and you can tell me whatever comes to your mind. What can you tell me about the meaning? I'm talking about the Bad Boy album.
Yes.
And how that song came together, if you remember.
Yes, I don't remember that well actually, because at that time when I was recording that album, I had a lot of stuff to do. I was also recording the Camp Echo album with Highasakite, so I don't remember me writing that song. To be honest, that whole time was very blurry for me. I feel that I was just working and making music all the time.
Yeah.
So I was just in a bubble, and I don't remember so much from that time, to be honest, because I felt that I was overworked. So after releasing the Mad Boy album, I was so tired. I just wanted to sleep all the time. So I can't say too much about the meeting, that song, but I remember the lyrics. I think, but it was the lyrics is about someone recognizing someone, or me recognizing someone at the party, but we try just to pretend that we don't know each other. That's the story, and we both know that we actually know each other.
Is that a true story?
Yes, it's a true story. I think it happens a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like it could happen to people,
But I'm very tired of it, so now I'm just saying hi. I'm saying hello to everyone. On Facebook, you have so many friends, and you can meet them on the street, and I don't say hello. And now I'm just going to say hello every time, because I don't want it to be like this anymore.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. Well, in Facebook, people reach out to you. You have no idea who they are. Fans, right? I don't know you personally, and I like your music, and that's why I send you emails.
But we should say hello if we meet on the street.
You should try to be nice to everybody. At least.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason not to be.
And sometimes you need to fake it. You may not like somebody that